Sports pregame show, presented by Sprite.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to 2K Sports. Along with Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, we'll see the Denver Nuggets playing against the Sacramento Kings. You take a look at the Kings. This is their first time playing this squad so far this season. Last year, they had a winning record against them, going 2-1. One thing you could say about Brian Shaw, you could say a lot about him, but one thing you can say is he looks like he could still play, and he's one of your former teammates.
Yes, I played twice with B. Shaw, once in Orlando. Then when I got to Orlando, I urged the great Jerry West, you got to bring this guy, Brian Shaw, to L.A. so we can create something known as the Shaw-Shaq redemption.
I remember it well. He used to hit you with a lot of alley-oops, didn't he?
A lot of alley-oops. Defense used to try to muscle me, plyometric, spin around, a lot of balance, and a lot of yoga. Throw it up there, Brian. I'll go get it for you.
Time for tip-off. Here's another guy who loves to do yoga, Kevin Harlan.
Yeah! Everybody on your feet! Nobody sitting in their seat on the side of me! Yo, Denver Nuggets! At center for North Carolina State, number 7, J.J. Hickson! Forward from the wall, number 21, Wilson Chandler. At the shooting guard position, standing 6'5", number 10, Aaron Aflalo. Forward from Morehead State, number 35, the Manimal, Cannon Fareed. At guard from North Carolina, number 3, I feel the need for speed, Ty Lawson. Brian Shaw is your head coach.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. For the Denver Nuggets, they come into tonight's game after the loss to the Thunder in Oklahoma City. A real closely contested game. They couldn't come up with a couple of key baskets, and they lost by 3.
And one of the factors in that game was they just couldn't get to the foul line and get enough points from the free throw line to make a difference.
And it gave those opposing fans a boost every time another foul shot clanked off the rim. They were letting them hear about that.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Landry and Cousins patrol the paint. Stauskas is the 2 with Gay playing small forward. And it's Collison in at the point guard position.
Well, you talk about effort and energy being a skill. Some people talk about those things as skills. And Kenneth Faried is a 10 out of 10 in that category. A 6'7" power forward. His athleticism and relentless motor allow him to play much bigger than that.
And guys, Fareed not the most skilled offensively. Most of his points coming on fast breaks, garbage buckets, dunks inside.
Yeah, but he's developing a decent touch from around the foul line area, which is a nice addition to his offensive arsenal, Kevin. But, yeah, the big thing is, he's just one of those guys who you can never let your guard down against because he's constant energy.
For the Sacramento Kings, their last game a loss to the Clippers in Los Angeles.
You shoot the ball as poorly as they did that night, you're not going to win many games.
Well, Steve, it's not just difficult to win a game with low shooting percentages like theirs. It's nearly impossible.
On defense, Sacramento. Pass to Hickson. On the wing of Flello. Lawson outside. Fareed setting the pick for Lawson. In low to Fareed, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
He really is a high flyer, guys. Kind of rare for a power forward, but he needs it because he is undersized.
Cousins with a screen on Lawson. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
Well, some weak defensive coverage there, and I'm pretty sure they didn't plan on starting this game out like that, giving such easy access to the rim.
Now, here is Lawson. His last outing, he had 8 points. Collison with it. The pass to Stauskas. He feeds it to Landry. Nobody near Gay. From outside, off the mark. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Lawson kicks to Fareed. Hickson against Cousins. The kick out to Aflalo. Shot clock at 6. Hickson wide open. Misses off the left iron.
Looked like he rushed that one, guys. The defense was out of position. He was wide open, just couldn't take advantage.
Here's Collison. Here's Landry. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And here's Lawson. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Chandler dishes to Aflalo. Collison against Lawson. From the baseline. That doesn't go either for Lawson. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And stolen by Aflalo. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Aflalo's running. And Wilson Chandler with the slam.
The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific, and I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And now that they have the lead, they might even want to get more aggressive defensively. Really attack, try to come up with more steals.
Here's Cousins, the turnaround jumper. Count it.
You can't give him that shot. I mean, a few open looks are all it takes, and he can really get rolling.
The Nuggets have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. There was a time when the Kings were one of the powerhouses out of the West, but they've been stuck at the bottom for almost a decade now.
Well, in the Western Conference, Kevin, it's hard to get out of the doldrums. The Kings just haven't quite been able to match up with the top teams out that way.
The Kings trailing. Cousins with a screen for Collison. And Cousins kicks to Gay. Cousins with a screen on Fareed. Cousins inside. Hickson covering. And again, it's DeMarcus Cousins. Nuggets have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. And Lawson, here we go. In low to Fareed. Here's Hickson. No luck. Nice D from Cousins. And the Kings with possession and going against Denver, their first meeting of the season.
Well, they took the season series from this club a year ago, but then again, almost everybody did.
And for the Nuggets, they're shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Lawson kicks to Hickson. Left side Chandler. Left side Chandler. Clock at 6. Aflalo, the pass to Chandler. Tries the hook. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Clark, let's be honest here. I doubt either team is shooting for the playoffs.
Well, Kevin, I'm always honest. That's the only way that I roll. They might say they are, but sometimes you need reality checks. That said, we've seen amazing turnarounds in the past. It could happen with one of these guys.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
Nick Stauskas was born in Ontario, Canada, 7 days after the NBA awarded Toronto an expansion franchise. Nice little factoid there. When he was 10 at a Raptors open practice, he got called down to play some 2-on-2 against Vince Carter, and Stauskas buried a 3 on it. Now he's an NBA player himself. Man, that's a heck of a turnaround in about 10 years.
Here's Lawson. Sacramento making their last shot. The fader. That is good. Lawson's got his second bucket.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
And Stauskas, Clark, part of this vanguard of Canadian talent, never played hockey. Basketball has always been his game.
You know, but he grew up at a time when Canadian hoops culture wasn't exactly thriving. I mean, during the 7th and 8th grade years, his team had no coach, so he coached the team, calling plays, and making substitutions. You can see evidence of that in how he plays. He's pretty cerebral in addition to being highly skilled.
Denver with the ball. Sacramento able to drain the three.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Kings.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And they're also showing some muscle here in the first half, finding a lot of points in the paint area.
Gallinari, he's checked in for Denver. Sacramento also making some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for Cousins. Evans comes in for Carl Landry. And it's Terry in for Stauskas. And so Aaron Aflalo nails both of them. And for so long, the Nuggets had enjoyed their home court advantage. So tough at home normally, but not last season.
And the altitude factor is only beneficial when you can make your shots, and the Nuggets really had trouble finding the bottom of the net.
Evans dishes to Gay. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Fires the three. Here's Thompson. Can't get it to go. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. And here we go with Wasson, running it right up the court. He kicks to Hickson. That's good.
As you said, the Nuggets are used to having an outstanding home record due to the altitude adjustment, but last year only 21 home wins. Not great at all for them.
Now here's Collison. Gay outside, on the wing Thompson. Back to Gay. Sweet little floater. Gay's got 9.
Well, you know, to your point about the Nuggets not playing up to their standards at home, they had a rough time shooting here as they had the worst home field goal percentage of any team in the West. Given that, it's hard to believe they won as many as they did.
Gallinari with it, guarded now by Jason Terry.
Ran his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
The Kings leading. Again, Doris Burke spoke with Mike Malone. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, he's certainly mindful of the shot-blocking presence they'll run up against inside, but he doesn't want them shying away offensively. If anything, he said, we've got to be aggressive, but also patient. If we can be deceptive in the way we attack, and there are ways to do that, we can be successful inside. Guys, let's see how successful they can be.
Thanks a lot, Doris. And dealing with the sort of defense they're facing is not an easy challenge.
No, but they've got a few weapons of their own that they can counter with, so it's not exactly a one-sided battle.
Maybe so, Steve, but those weapons are still going to have to perform at a really high level for them to have a chance to be successful.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento.
Ty Lawson, the former 18th overall pick back in 2009. Super quick, athletic point guard who looks to push the pace. He's been the perfect fit in the Nuggets' up-tempo offense.
Big group substitution here for Denver. JaVale McGee's checked in for Hickson. Mozgov comes in for Wilson Chandler. Randy Foy, he's checked in for Aaron Aflalo. Robinson is subbed in for Ty Lawson. Sacramento also making some changes. Ben McLemore comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's McCallum in for Darren Collison. Now here's Evans, looking for his first basket still in this one. And Lawson, really the engine for the Nuggets offense.
Yeah, he combines aggressiveness with really good decision-making, Kevin. Terrific in the pick and roll, and he's the player that makes them tick offensively.
Here is McGee. Mozgov down low, Terry covering. Mozgov with the bucket. Mozgov's got his first 2 points of the night.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half, Clark, just piling up points in the paint.
McCallum misses. Nuggets trail. Robinson goes in, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Nate Robinson suffered a torn ACL halfway through last season. It's been a long way back for the dynamic 5'9" Energizer, but really nice to see him back in action.
In Robinson's game, Steve, very reliant on his athleticism. you kind of wonder how long it'll take for him to get close to 100%.
Well, usually for ACLs, it's about a year to play, maybe 2 years to really get back to 100%. We've seen some people do it faster. Hopefully, Robinson is in that group. We want him back as soon as possible. So exciting to watch.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Well, the Nuggets, a team with a lot of changes last season. The front office, the roster, and the head coach.
Yeah, Brian Shaw, who I think is going to be an outstanding coach. It's just a matter of time with him. He's got all the ingredients. Communicates well, understands the game, gives guys freedom, and holds them accountable. I think his future is bright as a head coach. Tough year last year, but he's a good one.
Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yes, sir, fellas. They've had it going on big time.
Big time is right, Clark. A lot of momentum here offensively.
Now, here is Gallinari. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Gallinari's got his second bucket of the game to go. And McCallum kicks to McLemore. Pass to Terry. The dish to Evans. Goes up to the stripe. Good on the jump shot.
Mid-range jumper becomes a pretty high percentage shot for him when he has that kind of space.
Here's Robinson. No luck. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Denver on top. They lead by 1. From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver, we're back in a moment.
On tap Friday, November 8th. Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors take on Dwight Howard and the Houston Rockets, live from Houston. You don't want to miss it.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Nuggets.
And the points they're getting in the lane will really help them open up the floor.
You know, we've seen them bearing their fair share of mid-range jumpers tonight, too. I mean, that's a good start for them.
The Kings trailing. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for Sacramento. Up front, it's Thompson and Cousins. Ray McCollum out there with Stauskas. And it's McLemore in at the 3. Now here's McLemore. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Here's Stauskas. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Clippers. Thompson passes to Stauskas. Just 5 to shoot. Here's McLemore. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, McLemore's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Kings. And for the Nuggets, they're shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. And Fareed kicks to Robinson. It's stolen by McLemore. Feeds to McCallum. Dishes it to McLemore. Cousins with a screen for McLemore. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Well, Ben McLemore seen as perhaps a steal when the Kings selected him 7th overall in last year's draft, but his rookie season was a colossal disappointment. Defensively and offensively, he really struggled to contribute.
And McLemore, an excellent shooter in one season that he had at Kansas.
And you combine that with his athleticism, Kevin, and he's got tremendous upside. That's why he was so highly regarded as a prospect.
Carl Landry's checked in for the Kings. And McLemore drops them both.
The Kings, one of the youngest teams in the league. They're trying to build through the draft, but with mixed results over the last couple of seasons. DeMarcus Cousins, the only player who's truly distinguished himself as a significant building block.
Robinson drives in. Sacramento grabs the miss. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Screen by Cousins. McCallum dishes to Cousins. Pass to McCallum. Kicks to McLemore. Gallinari with the rebound. And the Kings, Clark, over the last 5 years, drafting in that 5 to 7 range. They took Cousins, traded down, remember, for Jimmer Fredette, and then Thomas Robinson out of Kansas, another Jayhawk in 2013, Ben McLemore.
Yeah, McLemore struggled a bit in his rookie season. Aside from Cousins, not the difference makers you'd hope for to this point. We'll see if this year's any different for him.
So it's Sacramento. Denver getting their last shot to go. Pass to Stauskas. From deep, McLemore. Here's Cousins. They shoot again. Landry gets the bucket. Landry's got his first points of the night.
Giving them an opportunity at second chance points with some hard work on the glass there.
Denver calls timeout.
Carl Landry parlayed a strong season with the Warriors in 2013 into a 4-year deal with the Sacramento Kings. He missed the first half of the season with a hip injury, but when healthy, he's instant offense.
Big group substitution here for Denver. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Chandler comes in for Gallinari. Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for Randy Foy. And Ty Lawson subbed in for Nate Robinson. Now, here is Lawson. He dishes it to Fareed. The fader. The shot misses.
You know, that mid-range jump shot is not his strong suit, even when he gets a good look like that.
Stauskas, the pass to Collison. Cousins with a screen on Lawson. The 17-footer. The shot is off. Now Denver takes it the other way.
And Landry, an efficient scorer throughout his career, has a knack for finding angles to finish inside over bigger defenders, and has that terrific pump fake that he uses to create openings and work himself to the line.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kevin, JaVale McGee has all the tools necessary to be a great player, but often he can be his own greatest obstacle. But he and Coach Shaw are working on that. Coach Shaw said, "I'm just trying to get him to slow down." That's what we've been working on with him, just to slow down so he can use the gifts that he has, his length and his athletic ability. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. And as you said, McGee is so gifted athletic that he'll be a force when he lets the game come to him. And Landry, reliable at the free throw line, a good shooter overall with range out to about 20 feet.
And he's working to add that three-pointer to his game as well, Kevin. Those corner threes, the shortest ones you can take, I think that would add to his arsenal tremendously.
Here's Cousins. Aaron Aflalo picking up that last basket. And Cousins gets it to go. Cousins has got 6 points. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
I think both teams feel like they can win. They both have confidence. So we'll see which team can kind of ride the momentum and take control of this game.
And stolen by Aflalo. And now the Nuggets, fast break. Lawson outside. Chandler outside. Back to Lawson. The Nuggets moving the ball around. And a follow. Bucket on the assist by Lawson. Lawson's got his 4th assist in this one. The Kings have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Collison with it. Now Lawson defending. And yes, sir, that one drops.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
The feed to Fareed. And Denver again with the bucket.
The defense playing way too soft there, guys. He's just getting right to the rim.
The Kings have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Steve Kenneth Fareed really raised in the game. There's so many great stories when he was young. He was challenged by his family in so many ways on the basketball.
Yeah, the story goes that his father once dunked on him and said, "Never let anybody do that on you again." And apparently his mother told him they'd never pass him the ball unless he was tough enough to go get the rebound. So tough love, but apparently it worked.
Evans, he's checked in for Sacramento. Terry comes in for Stauskas. Evans setting the pick for Cousins. A drive by Collison. Terrific design on the pick play. He lays it in. Collison's got the game tied up here for the Kings. For Denver, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting.
And you talk about Fareed's upbringing. His mother, a high school basketball star in her own right, was fighting for her life against the autoimmune disease of lupus. She demanded that he battle just as hard on the court. And you can't discount that in driving Fareed to his greatness.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
During that break, Coach Mike Malone had some words for his team. He told them they should be dedicating themselves to hitting the offensive glass with everything they've got from now on, even if that means it takes them away from defensive transition. He told them also they should be swarming to the basket at the offensive end. He wants a lot of bodies inside. Maybe making those early adjustments will give them time to judge their effectiveness by halftime. We'll soon find out, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Collison kicks to Cousins. The turnaround, that is good. Now it's a 3-point Kings lead.
And Kenneth Fareed ending up setting an NCAA record for career rebounds. He said he felt like every rebound was another day for his mother. And now, happily, she's doing better, and he's playing the game he was born to play.
Now, here is Lawson. He has 6. Shot clock at 6. Cousins with the block. Clark, this offense has really been clicking.
No doubt about it, giving the defense all kinds of trouble.
And they're playing with so much energy offensively. The ball is really moving.
And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Cousins has got the lead up to 5 now for the Kings. Now Lawson. He feeds it to Hickson. That's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time.
And a chance to check out some numbers for Aaron Aflalo. Very nice season for him last year. Last year, he averaged about 18 points per game, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. And you look at his scoring, he was #1 on the team last season for them.
And Steve, it's never easy to lead a team in scoring at this level. I mean, the best players in the world. Kudos to him.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Denver. Alinari comes in for Kenneth Fareed. And a change for the Kings. Thompson's checked in. Collison kicks to Gay. Fires from the wing. And he gets it to go. Gay's got 18 points in the game.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Well, Denver in the post-Melo years has been a collection of good players, but you always have to wonder if they'll have a low ceiling because this team does not have a so-called superstar.
Denver calls timeout. At that point, Denver has done well without what most would call a superstar, but obviously that takes its toll come playoff time.
It really does. I mean, you need somebody that you can really rely on as your go-to guy, the one who gets it done for you in the clutch, and they haven't quite established that player, and yet they're still competitive.
Now here's Chandler out to the right wing. McGee is screen on Evans to stop the run. The Nuggets with another miss.
Now, slight advantage for them in the rebound category. They've got to continue their work on the glass.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I mean, they're on the right side of the ledger, and that is all that matters to them right now with the lead they have. Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting pounded in there. The defense not offering much resistance. They've got to force the ball back out to the perimeter.
Now here is McGee. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. And with that shot, the Kings lead is cut down to just 6 points and the bucket from Chandler. Sacramento's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Gay, a screen on Lawson. Collison dishes to Gay. That one wide left.
Great defensive anticipation there to challenge that shooter.
Lawson with it. Picked up by Collison. Here's Chandler. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Wilson Chandler, a versatile forward, Steve, in his 7th season out of DePaul.
I like him, Kevin. I mean, he's strong enough to play inside, quick enough to guard on the perimeter, and then he's got that three-point range on his shot. So, very versatile player.
And Wilson Chandler, 2 seasons now removed from hip surgery, showing no ill effect last season as he started at the small forward spot in the place of the injured Danilo Gallinari.
What you like about Chandler, an inside-out scoring threat, and he's an explosive finisher around the rim, too, with shooting range that stretches out beyond the arc.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Randy Foye, he's checked in for Aflalo. Robinson is subbed in for Ty Lawson.
It's now been 8 years since the Kings have played postseason basketball, and the path back to the playoffs, especially in the Western Conference, is not getting any easier anytime soon.
And he came off that screen. The defense just couldn't get over the top. Beautiful play.
Yep, and without a hand in his face, he's going to bury those.
Now here's Chandler. He has 6. Foye, the pass to McGee. Just 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. And with that shot, the Kings lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Foye. Now Terry. Thompson outside. Now here's McLemore. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one on Chandler. Sacramento shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, basically a middle-of-the-road type free throw shooting team, about 76% a year ago.
He misses the free throw. Both teams will make substitutions. He hits the second from the line.
The main thing there was that he got them a 2-possession lead despite the 1 miss.
And a tight game here as we end the first half. Kings lead by 5. Time now for the halftime break, with the 3rd quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. Here we go now, the start of the 3rd quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Rudy Gay having a dominant impact in this game.
He went off in the first 2 quarters, guys, as he's capable of doing. We might see some changes here in the defensive approach they use on him in the second half.
Yeah, they've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him like he has been.
Lawson at point with a Flalo. They're the backcourt. Chandler and Fareed are at the forward spots. And it's Hickson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Denver. They get it back, and he gets the bucket. 12 points for DeMarcus Cousins.
Well, they're now +5 in the rebound category, really controlling the glass.
And rebounding is one of those non-glamour stats. I mean, it takes work and effort and tenacity and physicality. But when you look at the scoreboard, you can see the correlation.
Here's Fareed, following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. Hickson kicks to a Flalo. 6 on the shot clock. And the 3 off target. Kings leading now by 7. Here's Stauskas. The pass to Collison. And stolen by Lawson. Here's a Flalo. Again, a Flalo missing. Sacramento's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Guys, Kings head coach Mike Malone, a demanding, defensive-minded coach. Some might fear that he'd rub his team the wrong way, but star big man DeMarcus Cousins loves his approach, saying he's done an incredible job of keeping us together, keeping us motivated. I'm with Malone until the end. He has my back, and I've got his. Good working situation, guys.
It's all about getting that buy-in from your best players. Thanks, Doris. Here's Hickson after Darren Collison's bucket. And with that shot, the Kings lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from a Flalo.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
That's good from Gay on the assist by Collison. Collison's got 5 assists tonight.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead. Darren Collison, a.k.a. DC, is more of a scoring point guard than a pure passing point guard. But, you know, it's interesting, his best assist numbers were in his first year in the league.
Chandler with the steal. 11 feet away. That drops. Chandler's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And they got exactly what they wanted against that defense.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. And for Darren Collison, Steve, an efficient score.
Yeah, he's got a nice stroke from long range. Also the ability to play the pick-and-roll game and finish around the rim. Very dangerous player with his quickness. And we get a peek back now at last season for DeMarcus Cousins, how he ranked. 5th in rebounding. He was 9th in scoring. And he was also among the league leaders in steals, finishing in the top 20 in that category.
And, Steve, you look at his top 5 standing and rebounding, I mean, it underscores just how valuable he was to their team in the low post. I mean, he gave them a real presence down there.
Kings leading now by 7. Collison kicks to Cousins. Can't hit. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Lawson outside. Chandler dishes to Lawson. And he gets the bucket. Lawson's got 8 points.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Boy, the ball movement's been fantastic here the last few possessions.
Collison, the pass to Landry. Here's Gay. A terrific shot on the turnaround. Gay's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, he's clearly feeling it, Clark, coming off that fantastic game last time out.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Carl Landry out of Purdue, 6'9" power forward, gifted low post scorer and offensive rebounder, but his lack of reach does limit him defensively at times.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Yes, Kevin. Brian Shaw had some words for his team in that last timeout. He thinks there are opportunities for second-chance points out there and implored them to go hard to the offensive glass for the remainder of this game. He also urged them to drive the lane aggressively on offense, saying they won't be able to handle us if we can get bodies to the basket each and every time down the court. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
All right, Doris, just 3 to shoot. Here's a Flalo and blocked, and they'll keep possession. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the 3rd now. Outside Collison. 18 feet out. That doesn't go either for Cousins. And Clark, for Landry, his relatively short standing reach sometimes leaves him at a disadvantage defensively and on the boards, but he certainly competes.
And you can make up for a lack of size with a heart that doesn't give up. And he's got that. I mean, he's tenacious, he's persistent, he's strong, and he's tough-minded. So I don't worry about him being undersized. He can go.
Kings leading now by 5. Outside Collison. It's Gay on the wing. Three-pointer. That's good. Gay's got 25 points.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Aflalo goes in and count it from 19 feet away.
I'll tell you what, he's enjoyed a very good day shooting the ball so far. He can bring them right back into this.
Sacramento's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Now here's Collison. He's got 8. Pass to Stauskas. He kicks it to Gay. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts up a 3. Chandler with the defensive effort. The Nuggets trail by 6. Lawson kicks to Fareed. And here's Hickson. On the wing, Chandler. And here's Aflalo for 3. And that one's good. Aflalo's got 7 points here in this quarter.
That's his first three-pointer of the half. Remember, he did make one in the first half as well.
Gay drives in. Cousins with a screen for Gay. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Fareed, a screen on Collison. Fareed dishes to Lawson. The shot by Chandler, wide open. That one falls, coming off Lawson's feet. Lawson's got his 6th assist on the night. Sacramento leading by 3.
You know, you look at how this Denver team is put together. A lot of athleticism across the board, but it seemed as though they were struggling to find a clear direction as a group.
Now here's Gay. 27 points for him. Here's Stauskas. Good on the three-point shot. Stauskas has got 8 points.
But you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Well, guys, what you said about Denver last season, you can have all the athleticism you want, but it doesn't matter if you can't get it to work together.
Well, and they would share the ball well. It was just they would play a little bit wild at times. That would get them into trouble. Turnovers, mistakes. I think for this club, it's all about finding the right balance.
With this break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season. The Nuggets in second.
That was an impressive campaign for their big men, and I thought the whole team did a really nice job of getting bodies on people and really boxing out.
And he can't get the first one.
Well, starting last season, just about the only thing that didn't change for the Kings was the city they play in. Sacramento fought off a strong bid from a Seattle ownership group, and instead, a new group bought the team but kept them in Sacramento.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Mozgov, he's checked in for Hickson. Molinari comes in for Kenneth Fareed. Randy Foy, he's checked in for Aaron Aflalo. Robinson is subbed in for Ty Lawson. Here's McCallum. Thompson passes to Terry. Now the dish to McLemore. Puts up a 3. Rebound by the Nuggets.
And, you know, you look at the turnover for Sacramento last season, new ownership, a new GM, a new coach, extensive roster turnover as well. They might have needed name tags to identify each other.
Here's McCallum. Feeds to McLemore. Here's Evans. No good with the layup. And speaking of the new ownership group for the Kings, Shaquille O'Neal last season signing on Steve as part owner, bringing some cash in.
Not to mention Hall of Famer Chris Mullin brought into the front office as an advisor. So the Kings adding experience and prestige to their team.
Here's McCallum. Nate Robinson making his last shot. Evans, a screen on Robinson. There's the pick. A wide open look here for Terry. Hits the three-point bomb. Terry's got 5 points so far.
The defenders need to talk to each other. The communication lacking there on that three-pointer.
Robinson goes in. Down low. And Gallinari kicks to Mozgov. Buries it down low.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
1:33 left in the third. Here's McCallum. Dishes it to Evans. Pass to McLemore. Just 5 to shoot. And he gets the bucket. He's got 7.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
The Nuggets trail by 4. There's the pick. Kicks to Gallinari. Outside Robinson. Robinson left side. Here's Mozgov. And that one's good. Mozgov's got 4 this quarter.
You know, not only is the game neck and tight, but the rebounding battle is too. Extremely close on the board.
Yeah, both teams have really put in a terrific effort down low.
Passes to McLemore. On the wing, Jason Terry. Clock at 6. From outside the arc, Gallinari with the rebound. Gallinari's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Down low, and down it goes, jamming that one home. There it is, guys, that Olay defense. Just watching him go, Clark, right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
Evans, a screen on Robinson. McCallum dishes to Terry. There's the feed to McLemore. Fires the 3. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
Oh, what a monster shot to close out the third. They've taken the lead going into the final quarter.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. The Kings on top, up by 3. From the Pepsi.
Tune in Tuesday, November 4th. Kevin Durant and the Oklahoma City Thunder take on Kyle Lowry and the Toronto Raptors. Live from Air Canada Centre, it's the real deal.
The Nuggets trail by 3. On the floor for Sacramento. Up front it's Thompson and Cousins. Terry is out there with McCallum. And it's Gay in at the 3, the small forward. Fareed setting the pick for Robinson. Shot off the screen. And again it's Denver.
The defense starting to falter. I think we're seeing some tired legs there, Clark.
Sacramento's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. Cousins with a screen on Gallinari. Gay against McGee. And it's Terry off the drive. Here's Thompson. From down in the low post, it goes. And the Kings lead by 3.
Unstoppable offense from both teams. I love the pace this game has been played at.
So does everybody else in the building. This has been a fun one.
Robinson, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Kings.
Boy, guys, I really like how they've driven the ball to the basket in this game. I mean, they've been very aggressive with it.
And how about the low post play? I mean, they're getting good offensive execution down on the block.
Ty Lawson, he's checked in for Randy Foy. And a change for Sacramento. Darren Collison, he's checked in for Jason Terry. Robinson hits them both.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Gallinari against Gay. He dishes it to Thompson. Gallinari with the rebound. Gallinari's got his fourth rebound in this one. Lawson the pass to Fareed. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Aflalo's checked in. And then for Sacramento, Landry comes in for Jason Thompson. And Stauskas subbed in for McCallum. For Sacramento, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Stauskas kicks to Collison. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Landry gets the bucket.
I tell you what, you don't want to allow too many of those kinds of baskets with the game on the line.
Now, this is when defenses have to protect the basket with everything they've got. Force the offense to shoot from the perimeter.
Lawson dishes to Aflalo. Lawson against Collison. Shot clock at 6. Count that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Ty Lawson.
You know, the height difference there is huge, but he canceled it out with great body control in the air.
Exactly, Steve. He got to the hoop and wouldn't allow himself to be manhandled by the big boy.
And that one's good by Gay.
And his stroke has been dead on. Inside, outside, wherever. The shot's just falling for him.
Denver's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Here's Gallinari, and it's Denver scoring again.
This has really become an intense ball game ever since halftime.
Boy, the effort from both teams here, Steve, is terrific.
Collison against Lawson. Collison the pass to Gay. Back to Collison. In low to Cousins. He feeds it to Collison. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Last season, Darren Collison again backing up Chris Paul, point guard Clark, and like he had in New Orleans, and again had to step in when CP3 went down with injury.
And you know, Chris Paul joked that Collison might be bad luck for him, but it was really fortunate for the Clippers. They had a quality backup in Collison, ready to fill in when Paul went down with the injury.
Kings have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Now the pass to Cousins. The jump hook, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And the Kings lead by 4. Nuggets shooting 65%, an outstanding offensive display from them. Lawson with it. And Hickson now atop the key. Pass to Gallinari, launches it. Cousins pulls it in.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, he had a really good look. I mean, he'll knock that down more often than not.
Here's Landry. Goes back up, and Cousins puts it back in. And now a 6-point Kings lead.
It's a great play under the boards for him, and you know, that's the standard that he sets. It seems like all those second chance points, I mean, they're there for him game in, game out.
With the putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And that's now 11 points for Kenneth Fareed.
Relentless on the glass is what he is, and that tip-in was the result of all the hard work he puts in down low.
Collison kicks to Cousins. Cousins with a screen on Gallinari. It's Gay with the drive. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
His work at the offensive end has been phenomenal. Maybe reason number one, they're ahead.
Lawson kicks to Hickson. On its way from Aflalo for two, and he nails that one right through the net. Aflalo's got 9 points now in just the second half. Collison against Lawson. Collison kicks to Cousins. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two.
Excellent game we've seen from DeMarcus Cousins. He's got 16 points, and there's a nice number in his assist column as well.
Yeah, it is a nice number. He's taken it upon himself to really find his teammates and to get this offense going. Last season, the Kings inking DeMarcus Cousins to a big 4-year contract extension, and he rewarded them with the best season of his young NBA career, setting career highs pretty much across the board.
You know, in the past with Cousins, I think he had tended to fall in love with the perimeter jump shot, and he's got a good one. He can make it. But, you know, when you look at his size and strength, it's hard not to think that he should be taking advantage of that closer to the rim and putting more pressure on defenses as a result. I think last season he did commit to attacking inside the paint, and we saw the results. They were pretty good.
Lawson drives in, unloads from 13, and he gets it to go. Lawson's got 6 in the quarter. Kings leading now by 3. Cousins with a screen for Collison. Cousins with a screen on Gallinari. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Hickson. And stolen by Cousins. And that one's good. Cousins has got 9 points here in the second half. Here's Lawson. And, Steve, it's pretty clear that DeMarcus Cousins has solidified his place as the Kings franchise centerpiece.
Yeah, the future's bright. I mean, last season he was a contender for the most improved player in the All-Star game. I mean, if he can continue to produce and help the Kings become a winner, then the accolades will follow.
Now Collison. Cousins with a screen for Collison. He kicks it to Cousins. Tipped away and stolen by Lawson. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Gallinari leading the charge. Cousins against Hickson. Back to Lawson for the 3.
Good! He's been hot here in the fourth, contributing big at the right time.
But he's basically hitting everything he's throwing up. They're 4 for 4 shooting here in the quarter.
Timeout called by the Kings.
Well, the Nuggets missed the playoffs last season for the first time in over a decade, but their star point guard, Ty Lawson, had his best season yet, with career highs in scoring and assists.
Wilson Chandler's checked in for Gallinari. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Mike Malone gave to his team during that last break. As this game enters winning time, and it really could go either way, he wanted the chance to check in, make sure they're all on the same page, and sticking to the game plan to close it out. Kevin?
Fires from 18, and Cousins gets it to go. Cousins has got 11 points here in just the second half. And for Ty Lawson, Steve, he strikes a great balance between his own scoring and making plays for his teammates.
Well, he's a true point guard, but he's got shooting range and the athleticism and strength to take it inside and finish despite his smaller stature. And he really plays bigger than he is because of his lower body strength, Kevin.
Hickson, a screen on Collison. Lawson dishes to Hickson. Aflalo outside. Fareed down low. Can't hit. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Some firepower, Clark and Steve, from this offense.
Yeah, Kevin, how about the air of confidence? I mean, they really look like they believe in what they're doing.
Yeah, a little swagger here from this team. They're in a nice groove.
Cousins uses the glass to finish the layup. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. Denver calls timeout. They're down by 8. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Lawson, the pass to Hickson. The dish now to Aflalo. Beyond the arc. And it's Gay with the rebound. Gay's got his 4th rebound in this one. Feeds to Collison. 1:32 left to play here in the 4th. And Cousins gets it to go.
He's just been the man since the start of this quarter. I mean, just a tremendous period of basketball for him.
The Nuggets trail by 10. Hickson sets the screen for Lawson. Hickson kicks to Fareed. And stolen by Cousins. Outside Collison. Dishes it to Gay. Cousins with a screen for Gay. And it's Denver with the rebound.
He got the shot he wanted off that pick, just couldn't get it to fall.
But Steve, they'll take that play all day long, 10 times out of 10. That was good action. Boy, that's a nice feed by Lawson.
Here's Stauskas. Pass to Collison. Gay, a screen on Lawson. Gay against Fareed. Rebounded by Fareed. Denver's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. It's stolen by Stauskas. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Kicks it to Collison. Passes to Gay. Here's Stauskas. Rudy Gay on the wing. Lawson defending. Cousins, the pass to Stauskas. And there's the feed to Collison. Now here's Gay. So it's Sacramento picking up the win. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, to me, any win is a good win.
And now we send you down to Doris Burke courtside, who's with our Jordan Player of the Game. Doris?
Well, DeMarcus, congratulations on the win tonight. We know you're a very intense player, but tonight you certainly seem to be having a lot of fun out there.
That's the thing. I'm just trying to come out here and have fun. I got a lot going for myself, and I'm too blessed to be out here frowning all the time. So I'm going to try to keep a smile on my face.
We love to see you smile, DeMarcus. Thanks for the time. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. And, folks, that about concludes our broadcast tonight. For Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching as we leave you with our Jordan Player of the Game, DeMarcus Cousins.